Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Lila here, and I'm bringing on Elle Ingalls. We're going to talk about pressure-free method and Bowspring. So let me go ahead and get Elle Ingalls on here. There she is. So I would love to know, how was your weekend? How was your, weekend? Did you have a great holiday? Did you enjoy Thanksgiving? Did you buy any fun stuff on Black Friday? Did you celebrate Small Business Saturday? Are you buying, stuff on Cyber Monday today? Like, what are you up to? Today, Elle Ingalls and I are going to talk about, just what is pressure-free method? What is the Bowspring? And we're just going to do some simple exercises. She's actually going to coach me, which we've never really done before. She's kind of talked about pressure-free, but we've never actually done coaching. Like, she's never coached me live. And so it's a little bit vulnerable for me. A little bit vulnerable to be coached live, but we're gonna do it. And I hope she comes on soon because I'm talking about her. I don't see her yet, and I hope she's coming. And then I'm gonna coach her on her body, really. We did some work together last year for about 5 months live here. We did the Wake Up with Lila and Elle show, and she totally shifted her body. This morning we were talking on our accountability call, and she said to me, Elle said, she goes, if you would read my journals for the last 40 years, I was always putting, this is what she said she was always putting better posture, because she's a violinist, and so her posture was messed up, and her cervical vertebrae were messed up, and her low back, she was pushing back, Pilates. Stop doing Pilates. I love you. Stop doing Pilates. If you're doing Pilates, reach out to me. Let's talk, okay? Because over time, let me tell you this. Actually, let me take that back. If you're doing Pilates and it makes you feel better, do it. If you're doing Pilates and you're still in pain anywhere, let's talk, okay? So if it's working for you, go for it. But over the long term, it might be a little harmful. So we're not really meant to be straight lined bodies. We're meant to be curvy and fluid. We're water. We're not solid. We're water. So you're actually, right now, imagine your body as water. Imagine that your skull is surrounded, it's just floating. Your bones, they're just floating in your body. How does that feel? I'd be curious if you were feeling it right now. More watery in your hips. If you imagine your bones are just floating.
Oh, I don't have any sound. Hold on. Let me see why I have no sound.
Okay. We can hear you.
I can hear you.
Yay! Beautiful. So I was just suggesting for everybody out there watching right now to imagine their bodies as fluid. Because I was saying you were saying that for 40 years, you wanted better posture, and now you have it. And really it has a lot to do with this. Instead of standing up straight like solid structure,
right?
We allow ourselves to be more fluid and curvy and open and bouncy.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And that's actually more true to our nature,
and
our
why,
structure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to close this window. All right, so let's get started.
Okay, great.
So I was letting everybody know. So Elle Ingalls, she does the pressure-free method. Oh, are we doing movement first? Let's do movement. I love it.
You want to do? I like moving. We'll do movement first, and then we'll do pressure-free. And we're gonna do 15 minutes.
I like moving too.
And I just want to say welcome to everybody. So.
Yeah, hey, Brad. We're gonna practice. If you're at home right now, stand up. Join us. Thumbs touch index finger knuckle. Roll your soft fingers in like pine cones. Hollow the palm of your hand like you have a butterfly in there, real soft. Squeeze the two muscles on the base of your palm together. That's your carpal tunnel, your valley of Neptune. When you squeeze the base of your palm of your hand together, you'll get an engagement all the way up your arm. So we're going to do a little push-pull here, where you're doing a little bit of a push
with your heart wide, your rib cage wide, and then you're going to be just a little pull back, almost like you're on a motorcycle, where your Johanna's joining in, yay, where you squeeze the base of your palm. So the intention here is to get the engagement from your heart all the way to your fingers. Your fingers are attached to your heart. So listen, friends, everything you touch, your heart touches too. Press your seed hands together to widen your shoulders. So really push your seed hands together and widen your shoulders on the back side. Now soften your toes. Look up and soften your toes. So you see how everybody should look down? Next time you want to do it without looking down. That's okay. We're used to looking down. We want to see what's going on, toes. But you can just bring your awareness there.
Okay.
Let your hips soften so your tailbone starts to release back. Seed hands pressed together, shoulders wide. Inhale. Exhale. Close your eyes. Soften like your water. Bring your awareness to your central channel now. There's a channel that runs through your body from the base of your pelvis to the top of your head. It's fluid, it's open. As Desi says, it's like a cooked macaroni noodle. There's a channel that runs through your body, through your head, your throat, your heart, your belly, your pelvis. Bring your awareness to that channel now and let it expand circumferentially. So all the way around inside, your channel starts to open and expand and even starts to lengthen as your pelvic floor opens and softens and your head expands. Central channel open. Now bring your awareness to radiant heart, the center of your rib cage. Keep your radiant channel open, central channel open. As you bring your awareness to the center of your heart, right behind your breastbone, right in front of your spine, soften, open, like a soft white ball of light. Allow it to expand with your willpower. The radiance from within starts to softly grow on the inside of your rib cage. Each space between each rib opens with the radiance of this light from your own heart space now. Breathe in, breathe out. Allow the radiance now to push towards your side ribs. Softly press your seeds together as your side ribs expand, feeling the expansion with the engagement of your arms. Squeeze the base of your palms. Soften the fingers. Soft toes, soft belly with your head. Keep your ribs lifted. Now tuck your chin just a little bit to get into your back ribs, radiant heart on the back side. Close your eyes, same thing. Not too much of a push, just the radiance from within, the willpower, your consciousness. You go inside. Feel the ribs on the back side, the space between each rib opening, expanding. Elbows floating wide, feeling your shoulders expand. Even the space between your shoulders widens. Keep your side ribs open, back ribs open, even your ribs down by your waist opening, widening. Go wide to go tall. Keep your awareness in your side ribs and your back ribs as your whole rib cage lifts up away from the earth. Lower your fingers and lift your ribs. Radiant heart, central channel open. From the center of your heart, expand your wings from the back, center of your back. Expand your wings, V vector. Keep your armpits hollow. Bring your arms down so they're more in a So the back shoulders don't close off. Yeah, see, she wants to flap her wings, exactly. Now keep your fingers really soft. Hang your fingers and do the wing flap from the back. Close your eyes. Feel your back. Feel your back ribs. The movement come now from your middle ribs. The movement from your middle ribs, squeeze the base of your palms. Push your wrists forward and your rib cage back. Back. Good. Now we're going to do one side. Reach wide. Look at your right hand. Push the bones in your right arm wide, away from you, away from your heart. Push the bones away from you. Now look at your left hand. Bring it down, lower it. Like you're flying through the sky. Yeah. Soften your fingers. Let your finger, look at your hand. Look at the bones in your hand. Imagine they float away. And then flap. Squeeze the base of your palm and flap. Flap from the back heart. Good. So we're getting on the back wing here. Inhale. Exhale. From your head, lift up. Heart lifts up. And we're going to switch sides. Lean. Look over to your right hand. Look up to your left hand. Let your left arm, bones in your hand, soften and lift and rise. Feeling your whole side lift and expand. Now look at your right hand. Let the bones in your arm go wide away from your heart. Soften your fingers, squeeze the base of both palms, and then flap. Flap your right arm, flap your right wing. Push it forward as your ribs go back. Really get into your back heart. Good. Now come to center and do both. I know, it's hard. It's a whole heart. It's like, whew. I'm like, whew. Heart workout. Good. Ecstasy arms. Come to center. Bend your knees and lean to the right. Good. Little pulses up and down. Keep your toes soft and down. Hover your left heel. Now push from your foot, your hips back. So start to feel the energy from your foot. Go back, pull your heel back to pull your glutes back. Shine your pelvic floor back towards that fireplace or whatever it is. One more pulse, inhale. One more pulse, exhale. Inhale, come to center. Keep your pelvic floor open and lean to the left. Crescent, impulse. Cover your right heel. Now use the energy from your feet, toes softly down, pushing forward, heel pulling back, allowing your hamstring to go back, your glute to go back, and then you can shine your pelvic floor back as you pull your heel back. Let yourself smile, squeeze your elbows narrow. One more inhale. One more exhale. Up to center. Release and breathe. Open your fingers, globe hand, elbows wide. Let your globe become more like a kidney bean, jelly bean. That'll widen your elbows a little more. Close your eyes, soften your fingers, soften your knees, soften your toes. And feel. And notice your heart. Notice the inside of your rib cage, the radiance, the light, that pulsing, vibration. Notice your arms and legs and the back of your body. How there's an aliveness, this little, each cell in your body is like. That, my friends, is the Bowspring. Welcome to your day.
Welcome to your day. I'd love to see some. I can't see comments, but yeah, if anybody wants to pop in some comments, I mean, that was. It doesn't look like we're doing much. Lila will say this, but I mean, my heart is pumping. Oh, Johanna's joining in. You know, my heart is pumping, and it just. I mean, you can even see the color in my face. It's like everything is alive. Everything is alive. So, so we're gonna dive into some pressure free here because we have a short show this morning, and Leela and I are being so open. We're gonna be hard with each other. It's like a reality show here. So. So pressure free, for those of you who don't know, is basically learning how to stop overreaction so that we don't release the fight or flight stress response and release these hormones in our body. So Leela, I'm just going to dive in with you, and I want to ask you a few questions, and I'm taking notes because I'm going to send them to you. So the first question I have for you is, I want you to spin out a vision of anything you wish in your life that informs me how you want to be. So share with me how you want to be, either mentally, physically, career-wise, anything that you want that just gives me a little taste of what you're looking for and what you want to shift or change.
So qualities in terms of being qualities?
Or more tangible. It can be intangible or tangible.
Okay.
So here I want this.
Consistency. Persistence. Those two words have been with me lately.
I love it.
More love.
More love.
More free time.
More free time.
For myself. I would like to take a vacation next year. I'd like to go to Australia.
Beautiful. This is beautiful.
Let's see, what else? I'd like to have, it really comes down to consistency and stuff, like even consistency with like my eating, right? I get kind of bored and I'm like, what do I want? And I would like to enjoy, I think part of it's like that I'm single and I eat alone a lot. And so the food, I'm just kind of like, I don't enjoy it as much as I would like to. It's more enjoyable with others. That's what I've noticed. It's fascinating. It's fascinating. Like the same food will taste different when you're with people.
That's a really key insight right there. That's beautiful. So consistency, persistence, more love, more free time, and you're finally going to take a vacation to Australia.
Yes, ma'am.
Beautiful. So I'm going to ask some questions now about current situation. And the first one I'd like to know is, what symptoms do you experience when you feel stress?
My solar plexus gets tense or even nauseous a little bit.
Tense or nauseous, okay.
I'll tend to be more short-tempered. So, or I don't even know if it's short-tempered. It's like my ability to focus is shorter.
Okay.
It's like one thing and then the next thing and then the next thing and then the next thing, you know, that kind of feeling. It's like, whoa, chill out, relax, grasshopper.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's very, yep, I get it. So you've got some brain stuff going on. How do you feel when you're stressed? What do you feel?
I will either go towards sadness or I will go towards defensiveness.
Okay.
Kind of that defensiveness, like, which will, it comes out more like frustration or anger. So it's like sometimes sadness, sometimes anger.
Got it.
But just, it's interesting. It's more, the anger comes out more like frustration.
That makes sense.
That's the way it's like, it comes out, whatever you call it. That's the way it's illustrated in my form.
Now, more tangibly, what do you see as stress preventing you from having happen in your life?
Stress. What does stress prevent?
Hmm. So when you're in a stressed out mood or mode, what isn't
Yeah, I'm just
happening?
not enjoying life. I'm not enjoying. That's the biggest thing. It's like I really value internal peace, and so I don't have internal peace. If I don't have internal peace during something, there's like for me like no point in doing it. It's like just a like why am I going to do something and not be like not enjoy it? So that's the biggest issue. It's like I just really I want to love life. I want to enjoy it all and experience it all. And yeah, like I do really amazing things in life, and if I'm not enjoying them, it seems sort of silly
Yeah, yeah,
to
that's
do them.
beautiful.
Hmm. Hmm.
What else can you share with me about your current situation that you would like to see shift or change?
Let's see.
Either emotionally or physically or tangibly?
Yeah. Um, trying to
By the way, these
think.
questions are hard. They're not easy questions.
I know. I like it. I love it when it's hard because it's actually good because I'm like I do like my life, but there's always room for it. So what
And
would
that's
I
another way to
like?
think about it. Like, what would you like to improve?
What would I like to improve? Um, I mean, there's things in my business like I want to nurture I want to grow my email audience and nurture my email audience,
Uh-huh.
and this is hard. It's
It
so
is
funny. I'm like,
hard. It is
well, how
hard.
do I want my life to change? I think in the dating world, I could talk about it, but it's like I don't know. I think just here's what I'd like to do is just allow myself a little more opportunity to get out there and meet nice men.
That's beautiful.
Just like, I mean, it really is like consistency a little bit, right? Even with that,
Yeah,
it's like if you want to spend time with somebody, you have to kind of go out there and put some effort into it, just like the business or just like the health or just like anything.
right.
Hmm.
Um, last question, what things happen to you that you feel you get over emotional or you get out of your center core?
Yeah, I just heard it loud and clear in my head. That was funny. I'm like, some of this is hard, and this one was like loud and clear. Um, it was so funny. I'm gonna have to figure out how to speak it, but I know the feeling. Uh, and I know why too. If somebody who I don't feel like is has my best interest in mind, if they criticize me or my work, if somebody criticizes my work, and I've like my and I'm not going to go into story. I was about to. I'm not going to.
Right, right.
Not going to. It's about time. Whew, whew. Yeah. If somebody criticized, that's the one thing. When my work gets criticized,
Uh-huh.
I will, and it's in, and I, yeah, yep.
So that's
That's all the story I'm gonna tell. I got a whole story around it, but I'm not going to.
and just to go a little deeper with that, what are there one or two things that you feel push you into that anxiety mode or feeling ashamed about something
Let's see. Shame, anxiety mood.
or cause you to overreact, to cry?
Lonely. I'll feel lonely. Ooh, I can feel that. I'm about to cry. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, beautiful.
Mhm.
So that's just a little intake, and that helps me understand you, your body, where you want to go, and where you might be stuck. What would you say is your number one challenge to going to where you want to have your vision happen? Your number one challenge can be emotional, it can be that consistency, but
Tell I'm like tearing up.
I know. I'm gonna be over
Um,
at my home office. A lot of people have cried in there.
yeah, I'm wondering if it's asking for help.
Oh wow. Yeah, it's beautiful. So many of us don't. We don't ask for help. We're lone wolves out there. We can do it. And that's probably why, you know, it's probably not just somebody criticizing you, but maybe self-criticism too, that will
Oh
cause
yeah.
you
Oh,
to.
I always want everything to be like, if I want everything to be, you know me, I'm like, oh, I'm like, no, it's got to be this way, and this way. And I'm like very like, I have perfectionism, you know, it's like I want everything to be amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Perfectionism. Yeah, we can all raise our hands on that one. Oh,
No, it's
that's
interesting.
beautiful.
We can say we're perfectionists, but at the same time, it doesn't there's some people it paralyzes. It doesn't paralyze me,
Hmm.
but it does provide, but there's an internal anguish.
Oh, yes.
So it's like I'm still doing, even though I'm not paralyzed by the perfectionism, but I'm not enjoying the perfectionism.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And allowing yourself to enjoy and have that internal peace is what you said. Highest
Yeah,
value.
that's like, for me, I value internal peace, I would say, in my life. Like that's what I'm working on probably in my life more than anything is peace and love, like peace and love, but really peace in I just know my internal environment, and that's been like a common theme
Beautiful.
because yeah, I don't have to say why, but yeah, that's a very much of a common theme. It's like the consistent work towards peace in my
Hmm.
inside space. Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, and it's such a high value for you. And that's why
It's
pressure free is going
very
to
high value.
be so helpful to you. So,
Hmm.
and it already has started to be, but we're going to go deep in here. So, having this knowledge of what is happening for you, and going back to that idea of solar plexus tension, nauseousness, so tends to be either head, like headaches and this kind of thing, or heart palpitations, throat closing, or the solar plexus. And you went right here
Yeah.
as your chief place. Um, and so next time we're together, I'm going to explain and share with you what's really going on with all these different parts of your body so that you become
Mhm.
empowered to understand not just yourself, but everyone that you come in contact with. You'll be able to look at them and say, oh, the headaches they're complaining about or whatever, this is why it's happening. Or if they
Mm.
have problems speaking, if they get up in front of a group and they have trouble speaking, it's probably because this is their area. Their heart is just beating out of their chest and their throat is closing and they literally can't speak. So
Yeah.
when I coach pressure free for you, it's for you, but it's also so that you, as you move through the world and meet your soulmate and meet these people, you're going to be able to see for them. You're going to be able to understand them so much more. So oftentimes, my clients will say, "Wow, the second session, like I see so much more. I'm so much more aware of why that parent just did that in the store." They were totally triggered on stress hormones. So you
Yeah.
gain this awareness, and so just what we shared here, knowing that it's like head here, here, working with your clients this week, you're going to start to, or in a couple days, because we're going to meet in 2 more days. We're like accelerated course here. So all your homework is this next couple days is just to watch, just to observe, not just yourself but others too, and start to see where you see the tensions. Like, do you see furrowed brows? Do you see the tenseness in here? Because that's a head
Yeah,
center.
I have it here too. I have
Mm-hmm.
it here. I have a jaw. I have the jaw. You can see, you can, like, I've been in situations before. This is my younger years when I was a little sassier. I've been in situations before where somebody, like, they saw me get mad or irritated, and it was like, they were like, I saw it in your jaw.
And your jaw, yeah, the jaw gives away a
Like,
lot.
you
Mm-hmm.
know, like,
Mm-hmm.
this thing, you know.
Yeah, yeah. And so you've
Intense.
got some jaw things, and you'll just start to see. And the reason people lose their posture also is that tightness. We curl up
Mhm.
when we're scared. We
Yeah, I
curl
had a
up when
lot
we're
of
ashamed.
issues with this area as a child, growing actually until into my 20s. I had a lot of problems with this area.
Me too. Me too. Which is why you've changed
Mhm.
my life.
I love it. Yeah, that's actually I never really thought about it, but this is probably even the bowspring, like that, all that opening there. It's yeah. There's a lot of sensation here because we're bringing so much awareness here. I can feel it now.
Yeah.
My business coach often tells me, she's like, you have a hole in your third chakra. And I do. And with the bowspring, the root rise, it's the same spot. It's the integration. So it's like I'll be more myself if I can work on this solar plexus area.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
That's where there's tension and wound and
Mm-hmm.
everything else.
It's almost like when it gets nauseous, I'll tighten up or I'll go drink something. I'll do something to not feel it. So I think for me, I'm like hearing the lesson of just let the feeling, like I'm gonna have to go into the feeling more.
Yeah, for right now, you're just going to be aware. Next time
Yes.
we're together on Wednesday, I'll go deeper and share why it's happening. Um, the why to me empowers you. So when you understand the science behind why you feel what you feel, that can set you free. That alone can set you free because you all have understanding. So,
Oh, I love it. Love it. Love it.
beautiful. So any questions about what we just did?
No, I feel great. Thank you, Chica.
All right, well, I'm going to write this up for you. I write these notes up for all my clients so that you know and you have them. And as we move through time together, we can refer back to them too and see growth.
Ah, snap. I love the referral. I love the throwback. You're like, remember when my third chakra had a hole in it?
Yeah, that's good. That's
I love
good.
you guys. All right. But we'll let everybody know. We won't drop too much information, but if anybody wants Bowspring, or if anybody wants more money, if you want a pressure-free method, if you want to feel better in your body and not release stress hormones in the future, reach out. We're both offering sales. They end today, Cyber Monday. It's like the cheapest they'll ever go. It's like clients pay us thousands of dollars to do this stuff. So we're really generous. We're doing the holiday deal. It's part of our business model too, just to do this to help some people this time of the year as much as we can. And so if you want some help from either me, from Elle, reach out. We're here for you. Love you. I love you, Elle. Namaste, my friend. I will
I love
talk
you
to you in a minute.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
and thanks for everyone for watching. I see Carrie, Ashley, Tim, Mindy on. So nice to see you all here. And for anyone watching the replay, we really appreciate you. So give us a little love, a little like, and feel free to share this out. It could be so profound for somebody.
Yeah. Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Yeah.